Welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. David Shuster here on We Act Radio, and of course on weactradio.com, takeactionnews.com, and also on our YouTube channel, Take Action News TV. Be sure to subscribe. It is free, and you will then get some of the videos delivered to your inbox, including the great stuff from our own Charlie Mitchell, who is the man in charge of Take Action News. Charlie, welcome to the program.
Hi, David. It's great to be here.
Great to have you. So, Charlie, the Violence Against Women Act, this bit of legislation, Congress, the Democrats have decided to take it up again. It faltered in the U.S. Senate a couple of years ago. Explain what's different this time around.
Well, the Senate version has been reintroduced. Senators Patrick Leahy and Mike Crapo reintroduced it on Tuesday, right after the inauguration. And they have tried to respond to some of the objections that the House Republicans raised about it last year. If you remember, the Senate overwhelmingly passed its version last year with a lot of Republican support as well. And what they did is they expanded the act to include some new protections for immigrants, for transgender people, and for Native Americans. And the House Republicans strongly objected to that expansion, but what they did was essentially blocked the thing using a procedural move. I would say, frankly, David, they didn't want to appear like jerks on this issue, and so they raised procedural objections and refused to even have what we call a conference committee between the House and Senate to iron out differences. They said, you did something that was procedurally mistaken, and we're not even going to talk to you about your version of the bill. So you had stalemate last year on something that just routinely passed in years past with a lot of bipartisan support. I think the real backstory here was the strong opposition to it from conservative Republicans in the House. And now you have a situation where Republicans nationally had a tremendous gender gap in the elections, and they were having tremendous problems with women voters, and all of these things were feeding into it, David, and things like their refusal to pass the Violence Against Women Act only reinforced the Democrats' campaign line that Republicans are hostile to women. So what may have changed this time around is the Senate side, and it's a bipartisan group of senators are putting this forward. They've said, okay, let's take away this procedural element that the House so strongly objected to, so they don't have that objection anymore. And frankly, they've watered down the expansions a little bit. And I think some of the supporters are somewhat disappointed in that, but it's still a stronger version than existing law.
And
so
fair
now
to say,
fall back to the House side, and the House Republicans and Speaker John Boehner are going to have to decide what they want to do about it. And frankly, I think that from Boehner's perspective, this is probably one of those issues where he would just like to deal with it and make it go away. It is a complete non-winner for Republicans to be portrayed in opposition to this bill, to this law. How are you against the Violence Against Women Act? It's something that plays very, very poorly with any number of audiences. So Boehner may try to just get this thing done and get it passed, but there are strong opponents within the conservative wing of his party, and there are people who can raise any number of objections to it. So we'll see. But at any rate, on the Senate side, they're saying, here it is. Okay, we've answered your problems with it. Let's do this. Let's get this thing done early in the year.